midst of our lives, sometimes we are captured by the darkness of our situation, the darkness of our moment. We might be captured by sadness or depression or maybe even fear. Naomi and her daughter-in-law, Ruth, had to move back. Ruth chose to stay with Naomi, but the future seemed uncertain. Both their husbands had died, their providers, their keepers. They needed to be rescued. Well, the Lord always has his plan. The Lord is the one who is our Father. He is the one who knows exactly what we need and then promises to do it for us, to give it to us, to take care of us, all of those needs of body and soul. He has the plan. He knows how to protect. He knows where he's leading. He knows where the path goes, even when it's so dark and gloomy that you don't know. You can't see it. He is the way in his Son, Jesus. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. He is the light of the world. He is the one who has bought us back from our sin, from death, and from the power of the devil. And this story about Ruth and Boaz is really a story about that. Buying back, redeeming. To redeem, that crazy word that we use all the time, means that there needs to be a transaction. There needs to be something paid, a ransom, a bill. It has to be paid in full. Usually our bills, we pay them with money. We open up our wallets or we get out our credit cards or whatever the case may be. Well, the debt for you and me was one that needed to be paid by blood. And so Jesus pays it with his own body and blood on the cross. Now, this story of Ruth and Boaz is foreshadowing this. Ruth is redeemed. She's bought back by Boaz. She is rescued from her peril, provided for by her God in the midst of the unknown. And what is unknown and scary and perhaps even seems evil, God will use for the good of those who love him. So Ruth is provided for, not only for her body, the bread that she ate and the clothes she wore, but she's given a new husband. She's given the provider, her head of house, her other side, her helpmeet. His name is Boaz. He buys her back. He marries her. He provides for her. He protects her. He preaches to her the word. And so it is that the Lord uses Ruth and Boaz to further his line to the throne of David, the one who will sit on that throne. This is the line of Jesus. So Ruth and Boaz have a baby. They name him Obed. Obed has a son too. His name is Jesse, and Jesse has a son. You know him. We know him as David the king. But really, this is a story for you and me, and a story that reminds us of our God who always buys us back, always provides for us, always works for the good. Thanks be to God. He's bought us back.